of ethnicity or race or sexuality, all kinds of reasons we might have been marginalized a bit, and poverty. We have to recover the art of making ourselves central. I think that our first responsibility from today onward is to take care of our uniqueness and to take care of the bodies that house our uniqueness. I was so glad to see that there was a program for young women about sports as a way of creating social change, because I think that the strength of our bodies is so important and really has been neglected in a political way as to exactly how important it is. For instance, in societies that are poor, fat women are valued. In societies that are rich, thin women are valued, because we are male possessions, and therefore that which is rare is valued. But in all male-dominant societies, weakness in women is valued. So much so that even women who are of a class or group who must be physically strong to work in the fields, to work in factories, are made to envy the women who are weak at a higher level. We are made to damage our bodies by plastic surgery that may be damaging, by breast implants that have a 30% complication rate for something that is entirely voluntary. We are made to feel insecure about our bodies, but for us to become strong through sports is huge, is huge. It is an anthropological level change. We have other body struggles, of course, especially with food. Perhaps not an appropriate thing to say while I'm looking at cupcakes. But because alcohol and drugs are more socially disapproved of among women, food often becomes our drug of choice. And it's the most difficult drug to deal with because we can't go cold turkey. We're always in the presence of food. So it is part of our self-care that is housing this unique spirit, to understand that we need the food that makes us feel good, not that makes us feel logy, sleepy, unable to work. We need to take care of our bodies. Now, what else are our bodies? Our bodies are, in fact, the reason that we are in this patriarchal jam in the first place. Because women's bodies are the most basic means of production. They are the means of reproduction. And it is the desire to control reproduction, to decide how many workers, how many soldiers, who owns them in systems of marriage and legitimizing, what race or what class or what ethnicity should increase more than another race or class. It is this deep, deep desire to control women's bodies as the means of reproduction that has created the male-dominant, female-subservient systems that are not everywhere on the earth, and certainly were not everywhere in history, but are still very much deeply with us in all kinds of ways. So to seize control of the means of reproduction, it even sounds radical, doesn't it? Is absolutely crucial. To be able, it isn't what we decide, it's that we can have the power to make the decision. So the ability to decide when and whether we have children is the single greatest element in whether we are healthy or not, whether we are educated or not, whether we are active in the world outside the home or not, and how long we live. Reproductive freedom is a fundamental human right, as basic as freedom of speech or freedom of assembly, perhaps more basic. And we live in an age in which we have enunciated that freedom, which is a great step forward. But we have not yet gained that freedom. We still have great objections to women's control of this process in various parts of the world. We still have in our own country programs that are called sex education but are really about abstinence.